What was a difficult decision you made recently?
Oh, this one's very obvious.
Welcome to MsMojo, and today we're dissecting the 2026 Golden Globes nominations from the most well-deserved or surprising choices to the most wicked snubs.
Only you disprove the theory that you can't improve perfection.
Shocking snubs. No deed goes unpunished, huh? While Wicked Part 1 couldn't have had an easier time picking up nominations for Best Musical or Comedy, the critics had spoken and seemingly decided that Wicked for Good had not been changed for the better. Or at least not enough to gain their votes.
Getting your dreams is strange, but it seems a little, complicated.
Look, if the wickedly talented Cynthia Erivo and Ariana Grande had walked away empty-handed, we may have rioted. Luckily, the 2026 committee is safe on that front. However, another snub for Jon M. Seriously? What does the man have to do to be recognized here? Even the new songs got some love, but not him. At least the cinematic and box office achievement nom shows the fans still showed up, even if the Golden Globes committee decided otherwise.
Come and be wonderful.
Trust me, it's fun.
We will be wonderful.
You'll make me wonderful.
Maybe this just isn't the moment for live-action musicals. Kiss of the Spider-Woman earned some seriously glowing reviews, even though its box office run barely made a dent, pulling in just $2 million of its $30 million budget.
There's so much that's beautiful. Would you like to see it?
Jennifer Lopez seemed tailor-made for this role, with Deadline even stamping her as born to play the part. With that kind of praise, you'd think she'd be a shoo-in for a nom. Instead, the committee slipped straight through the cracks in that web.
Wait. You throw us right in. We know nothing about the story or the characters.
Well, it's a musical. There's not a lot to know.
We sincerely hope this oversight ends up being a stray thread, not the start of a whole tangled season. Sadly, we're not sure we should be holding our breath.
I'm sorry to break the news. Nobody sings in real life.
Well, maybe they should.
Excuse us, detective. We'd like to report a missing Golden Globe nomination. Meryl Streep, who usually gets recognized anytime she even breathes near a high-quality project, got completely iced out.
I want you to know one thing, not everything is gone.
I know. I have you, you have me. That's all that matters. Yeah.
Wow, you really sold that.
Steve Martin, Martin Short, and Selena Gomez are all nominated for Only Murders in the Building. But unlike last year, Streep is just standing outside in the cold on her own this season.
Alright, I'm so sorry.
Oh, you're a sweetie. But, didn't fly all this way for doom and gloom.
Hugh Jackman also often gets automatic Globes love, especially when he's in a musical. Not this time.
I could really use for you to tell me I'm doing the right thing.
I think you are.
His film Song Sung Blue pulled an 83% on Rotten Tomatoes and received plenty of warm reception, yet he still ended up on the snub list. At least Kate Hudson landed a nomination in her category.
Bad things happen over and over, and I just want to sing and I want to shine.
And then there's Superman, which crushed at the box office, yet somehow still didn't make the cut. Even K-pop Demon Hunters made the category, even though it didn't even have a proper theatrical release. Make it make sense.
They're magicians. I mean demons. Obviously demons.
Since we're already in the land of unexpected omissions, Gwyneth Paltrow getting nothing for Marty Supreme felt especially chilly. And someone absolutely needs to check in with the committee about The Last of Us, the third Knives Out movie, The Gilded Age, and Abbott Elementary.
About to have Al Sharpton up in here.
Who's Al Sharpton?
Go back to class and learn something. My God.
Quinta Brunson has been a steady awards favorite up until now, so that silence stung. We also saw the pit's Emmy winners Catherine Lanasa and Sean Hattasy getting shut out entirely.
It's always a rough way to end the night.
Must have had a reason at one time to keep coming back, but...
The controversial hot take picks. New to the Golden Globes this year is the Best Podcast category, and it's already pretty hard to ignore the kinds of shows that got left out during its big debut.
She has strict instructions as to her behavior. She's to keep to two subjects, the weather and everybody's health. Fine day, and how do you do, and not just let herself go on things in general. Help her along, darling, you'll be quite safe.
You've got Armchair Expert with Dax Shepard, Call Her Daddy, Good Hang with Amy Poehler, and Smartless all sitting pretty with nominations, ready to make a little awards history. But the shows that lean a bit more political, or let's just say require a very specific palate, got iced out fast. That includes The Joe Rogan Experience. Even though it's literally the #1 podcast of 2025, the committee really said no thank you.
This is what we were talking about earlier, about everything being bad. I don't think it is. I think it's just a lot of noise. There's a lot of noise. A lot of people yelling.
And speaking of divisive figures, Sydney Sweeney.
I think that's why I gravitate towards characters and stories that are complicated and are maybe morally questionable, and characters that are on the page hard to like.
Christy didn't exactly land with audiences and ended up being one of the biggest flops of the year. But critics were actually kind of united behind her performance. Most agreed she delivered her best work so far. Still not enough for a Golden Globe nomination.
Hey Dad, I think I want to come home.
Want to lose your trainer, your career, all of it?
She's had a pretty eventful year overall, and honestly, this probably comes down to the simple fact that barely anyone even watched the movie. Let's be honest, there were a lot of odds stacked against it.
You think you what makes the world turn. But one day you're gonna wake up and realize that it turns just fine without you.
It also feels like the committee went for the underdogs this year, instead of the more popular, blockbusters. We're absolutely not bitter.
Something is very wrong. I didn't get my way. I need to lie down.
Independent and international productions get their moment to shine with titles like Marty Supreme, Blue Moon, No Other Choice, and Begonia on the musical and comedy side, while The Secret Agent, Sentimental Value, and Hamnet take the spotlight in drama. Even Guillermo del Toro's Frankenstein managed to surprise us.
Yes, but what did you think?
I thought it was brilliant.
It was, I know.
There's a lot of talk that when it comes to TV especially, the committee seems to have played it safe this year, steering toward crowd pleasers instead of giving credit where it probably should have gone.
The distance between what is said
Shut it down.
and what is known to be true has become an abyss.
More than a few folks feel like these nominations weren't about the boldest choices or the strongest performances, but about sticking with options that felt low risk and guaranteed. In short, a very Golden Globes kind of Golden Globes year.
I just don't think at this age I'm meant to live an uncomfortable life. I don't have the will.
Happy surprises. Look, it's not all snubs and safe bets. There are certainly more than a fair share of names that absolutely deserve the recognition they're getting.
Every up, every down, every choice, every mistake carried you here to this spot where you belong.
On the TV side, Glen Powell popped up for Best Actor in a Musical or Comedy Series for Chad Powers, which was a pleasantly fun surprise that we did not see coming. Natasha Lyonne also landed a nomination for Poker Face, which was so unexpected because the show just got canceled, so it felt like a sweet and well-deserved farewell nod.
So, where are you headed?
Oh, well, I guess that's a deceptively profound question.
Well, I'm going to Wichita.
Works for me.
Rhea Seehorn finally got her moment, too, with a Best Actress nomination for Pluribus. After years of being overlooked for her brilliant work on Better Call Saul, finally justice where it's due.
This is a place where you can trust that if you want to try something, you can do it and just give it a shot, even if it falls on its face and it wasn't a good choice. And if your director is making modulations and asks you to try something, don't be scared, just do it. Just jump off that cliff and try it.
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications. Over in film, Julia Roberts is nominated for Best Actress in After the Hunt, which may raise some eyebrows since the movie wasn't exactly a critical darling.
You've constructed a life that hides your accidental privilege, neediness, desperate desire to impress. At least I have the self-respect to be obvious about what it is that I want.
Emily Blunt and Dwayne Johnson both scored nominations for The Smashing Machine. Given the movie's quiet box office, who saw that one coming? The Globes clearly decided performance mattered more than ticket sales in this case. Amy Madigan also joins the ranks of Best Supporting Actresses for Weapons. It's nice to see horror get some recognition this year. Then, in sentimental value, Inga Ivsdotter Lillos earned a nomination alongside Elle Fanning, showing that you don't just have to be a well-established global star to get the Globes' attention.
Ni två är ju det bästa som har hänt mig.
Bästa som har skjedd deg? Skal vi vært der litt mer, da?
Given some of the surprises to make the list and those who have been snubbed, we certainly couldn't call who might come out victorious in any of these categories, but we sure look forward to finding out in January. Who are you glad to see nominated, and who are you shocked didn't get the recognition they deserved? Let us know in the comments.